Okay, we got a sawmill project going on here. This is the crew that was cleaning up the burned up hunting camp and helping with burning the brush piles from the restoration project. So what happened was they decided, well, they'd like to kind of restore the hunting camp, which only had a roof on the kitchen and some bedrooms that just had roofs on them. So then the discussion came up, well, if they had a sawmill, they could probably cut some old wood. So we found this sawmill from a good friend of ours, this Lucas Mill. Fantastic little sawmill. So we've also brought down some of the burned logs left over from our logging project last year that were actually too big to sell. So that's what's in the 645 here. If we had a bigger than 28-inch butt, the big end, then we couldn't market them at the mill. So we actually bucked off some of those and bucked them into log lengths that were merchantable size wood for the sawmill. So you might recognize this crew. They were in the earlier videos and making some real nice lumber. You might recognize some of this equipment. This is an AC job, of course. That was the big log loader. It's been since metamorphosed into a bucket loader here at the gravel yard. So, and the 645 was up there. Pay no attention to the caterpillar in the background. We do use it for loading these smaller logs in the mill. A lot of these smaller logs that are here are not off of our burned property. They're from a different project, and we were using some of those, but they wanted to get some 16-foot timbers out of this, so we are working on the ones that we brought in from the ranch. So I think we're recycling everything pretty well. Kids are putting wedges in there to hold that up. That big 6x6, it gets pretty heavy and starts binding on the blade. They got a system here. Are those heavy?
It's not that bad. I thought it was pretty good.
Any bugs in there?
No.
No bugs. Warren Lucas would be proud of us, these AC guys out here with his mill. Pretty cool deal. Some of those big giant logs in the background there might be merchantable. They're pretty knotty. These all came off of a project that our Resource Conservation District put together to bring wood off of people's property that was dangerous and hazardous, and so it was piled here in case we had another biomass project that we were going to participate in, and it's probably kind of not going to make it. So I put those little logs aside because they work in the mill real well, and then, like I say, we're using these bigger logs of ours for our own project that has the right size to them.
Come forward a little bit. That's good.
Now here are some of the other pieces of the load we brought. We got some long logs here. Anyway, so down here at the end, these burn pieces are some old growth redwood that we brought into our yard from a logging job back in the 1970s. And it wasn't really something that the mill wanted at the time, but this actually sat in our yard here with some other pieces that we got rid of earlier and went through the fire again in 2017. It's old growth, we know that, and we're going to try to run it through the mill over there, and we think we'll get some pretty pieces of redwood out of it to use for some projects. So might be a while before that gets done, but we'll keep you posted on that too. Okay, these guys are still chopping away on the one that I set in here a few minutes ago. I don't know if you want to go to Lowe's or Home Depot and buy that stuff. It'd be pretty expensive. Homegrown too. These trees are planted 60 years ago. We know that because we planted them. Okay, there it is, one load of wood. So how many logs were here? Was this 2 logs?
3.
3 logs. Nice 16 footers, very few bugs. You got any bug holes?
No bugs.
Yeah, there's bug holes here.
Not many.
Not many. But they're here. No bugs. We'll see what it turns into when you get it up there.